Okay, so you've seen a lot of videos out there about how to use AI to make you money, but the big question is where to start, how to start, and pretty much what's the key thing involved. Well, I'm going to quickly go through how you could actually start it from right now. You're sitting home on your phone, you have access to AI. This is what you need to be doing. So for this example, we're going to be using Claude Code. I have this built into the dashboard here at this moment in time. Again, it's just simpler for me to use it. You can use this through the desktop app if you're really interested in it. And again, if you can want to do it with ChatGPT, you can try and start getting it. Again, Claude is going to give you a much better response. So what I'm going to get it to do is I'm going to do some voice talking to it. I'm going to get it to pretty much plan out how it's going to make me 500 euros within the next, let's say, 30 days. Ideally here, what most people struggle with is actually getting a starting point, and this is key. If you do research on a starting point, you're going to get to a problem and solution much quicker. So again, let's just jump straight into it. So on Claude, down here in the bottom right, I'm just going to click the voice thing. I'm going to explain exactly what I want, and we're going to see what happens. Okay, so I'm a busy parent. I haven't much time to spend on creating business ideas. What I'm looking from you, and disregard anything you know about me inside of this chat. What we want to do is I want you to do research on potential ways to make money using AI. Again, as I said, I'm a parent. I run my own business, so these two things take up a lot of my time, of course. But again, I'm trying to make around 500 euros extra a month using AI. Now, I don't want your normal ideas where you talk about creating coloring pictures, ebooks, things like that. I want you to think outside the box, but again, it needs to be time constraint that we can focus on it. We don't have to spend hours creating it, but again, we want to be able to make roughly 500 euros per month. Double check everything online, search for potential opportunities and gaps, and let's see where potential have access to. In terms of funding, I have roughly 100 euros I can spend on this on a monthly budget. This is to include, say, for any websites, any additional tools that are needed. If you're going to recommend tools for it, just include this in the price and breakdown to see what it's going to cost also. So as you can see there, generic just dumped it in. What I mentioned to begin to ignore everything about me. As I said, I use this chat here for work, so it might try and draw some of the elements from that to try and build it out. So again, we don't want that. While this is working here, it's researching. The key thing here about this is what I've created inside the community is we're trying to build ways to make money for AI, using AI for parents. Now, the reason we started this was for the simple fact is I'm involved in AI heavily in work, and the problem is most people out there are talking about AI on YouTube, and what's happening is they're not giving proof with it, but also what's happening is it becomes very hard to actually get started because it always requires you to have maybe a big following somewhere, or have maybe you need about 1,000 euros to put into tools and stuff like that. Again, this Claude Code package that I'm running on, this cost me about 15 to 20 euros roughly per month. There is other AI tools that you could potentially use, which could make things easier, and that's going to set you back maybe another 10 20 euros in total a month. And that's why the community is built, is because we're wanting to get ideas. If I build something out and test something and it doesn't work, I'll show the entire case study of it, what happened, what I done, why it didn't work. At least if you come along to do something similar, you can draw from experience. Also, we have a 7-day challenge is to help you get some sort of product at the end of it. Again, this is the key, is to get the feeling of having something to sell. And we have our own AI Pathfinder. This allows you to pretty much go in, access our AI tool, and from there it's going to help you understand and learn more about different ways to make money. So again, definitely consider joining. 7-day free trial, €7 a month. Pretty much you're good to go from there. We jump back over here. You can see now what it's doing. It's after 2 strong unconventional trends. AI visibility gap, local businesses invisible to ChatGPT, and white label advice, AI checking both again. So it's done research, and this is what so many people ignore. They pretty much ignore the research side. So you might see on YouTube someone talking, like myself, talking about using coloring pictures. You can make 100,000 every single year doing this. Problem is, this may be heavily saturated. So you need to find problems that people are having. These can be small problems. Once you find these, you can start using AI to build it out. Now, the big thing here is everything here that I'm talking about is pretty much the approach I take myself. And this is the only way to do it, because you need to research. Once you understand what you're trying to build, it is a hell of a lot easier to actually package it up and sell it. And I think that's one of the biggest things and the importance of actually starting this. So you can see here the TLDR then is the AI side hustle actually clearing €500 a month. They are not content creation, they're small recurring services sold to local businesses who can't or won't set up AI themselves. The best two fits for your constraints, low time, €100 a month budget, are reselling AI phone receptionist to local business. 2 to 3 clients at 150 to 250 a month gets you there. And AI visibility audits, checking whether a local business shows up when customers ask ChatGPT for or AI in general for recommendations and fixing this. So the honest caveat is every credible source of tech is the easy part. The bottleneck is the landing the first 2 to 3 clients. So in relation to this idea, I want AI missed call receptionist. Now this is a massive thing, and a lot of people don't realize how simple this is actually to build. So small businesses and especially trades business, what happens is they miss so many unanswered phone calls and they lose potential opportunity to earn from there. So one industry estimates puts this at 126,000 a year per small medium business. AI voice agents that answer, take bookings, and text back missed callers are mature now. So again, what this means is you're not going to just get some random AI crap. What's happening is you can give it all the information about a so-called business, and from there it's going to give you everything you need. How it works on your budget. So again, we can skip the expensive labels here. So you don't need to spend $2,000 a month for this. You can set this up per client, and from there you can you're good to go. So you can see here, on-call clerk reseller pricing starts at 20 to 30. Obviously, this is in dollars per month. Or you have Synflow pay as you go at 0.8 cent per minute. Now again, all you're going to be doing is you're going to charge a client, let's say €50 a month if you wanted to manage this. The key thing to remember is once you build this once, you can easily just reach out to individual businesses, individual owners, and you can offer them this service. Everything can be built and uniquely built for their business, so you have complete control. Pretty much you get to a point, as you can see here, 3 clients, 195 to obviously per client. Again, personally, I think that might be a little bit high, but if missed calls are potentially could be saving or could be generating them maybe 5 times this, then it's well worth it. Time 2 to 4 hours to set up, and again, AI will help you set that up. We have number 2, AI visibility audits. So again, you can use AI to check basically, is your website showing up on AI searches? Again, a massive opportunity here. So we go through this, you can see pretty much the breakdown of it here. But again, budget breakdown. Again, this is a key thing we wanted to find out. Item, Claude Pro. Again, I wouldn't go with ChatGPT Plus. I'd go with Claude. Plan here, €20 a month. This is pretty much going to be your brains for everything you do. We have AI receptionist platform. You have the make.com, then is obviously just to automate certain things. We have card or similar on-page site again. You can see here, €2 a month, €19 a year. HubSpot AEO grader. Again, show you if your content is coming up in I suppose AI search. And then total starting is €32 a month, rises towards €100 only as paying clients rise. And again, a brilliant way to start. So start with AI idea number 2 and build this out. Now, the next big thing here is it's obviously, I'm not going to go and build this right now because this video could go on for hours then. But all I'm going to do is ask it to give me a map of what I need to do. So, okay, we're going to go with option number 2. Now I want you to give me a breakdown map of how I can start this and pretty much what's needed, and also what do I need to tell you to make this. Again, don't make anything yet, just get me the information that I need. Again, AI is going to go off, do its thing, and start it. Now, as I said to you, inside the community, we get access to all these things that I'm building and doing get pushed into this. Anyone that's looking to learn obviously about AI, definitely, as I said, to make money online, this is the place to be. I'm not trying to build something that's going to cost you thousands. I'm not trying to showcase things that are going to spend hours having to create, because what's the point? As a parent, you don't have that much time to kind of spend jumping around on things, and you want to test out a few different things. So you can see here, it's already now breaking down the entire map for us. So on the right hand side, and here you can see the business and online. Local businesses don't know if they show up when customers ask. Again, when you search in AI, ChatGPT especially, local restaurants or whatever near me, you want to be found. That's the key opportunity, because no one is really pushing that. And more than likely, no one in your local area is pushing that in terms of small businesses. Phase one, build the audit system. Again, this is one evening you're going to do this. A prompt bank. Phase two, get your first clients. So again, very quickly, you've already built out the core of this. Phase two is get your first client. Phase three is systemize and recur. Month two, deliver, ask for a referral and testimonial every time. Again, this is key. Upsell the retainer and repeat into the second niche once the first one is warm. Again, if you're not sure what niches are, it's pretty much if you decide just to go with just say dog groomers, you could reach out to loads of dog groomers. If it's beauticians, you could reach out to a load of beauticians. You just work on one area at a time and try and lock it in completely so you have, I suppose, control of it. And again, what's needed? Tools, ChatGPT, we went through this, and what I needed from you to build. This is what all it's needing from us. So I can just give this the information it needs here, and from there, this is going to get the majority of it built out. It'll give you links to go wherever you need. So if you need to create like the HubSpot AO grader, it'll give you the link. From there, you just go and make it. So as I said, that is probably one of the quick and easy ways of showing you how you can use AI to help you build out an idea. I think, as I said to you, one of the big things I'm trying to get across here on the channel is ideas are the problem for most people, and you're not really 100% sure. AI can help you kind of get through a lot of these and see potential problems down the road very quickly. And at the moment in time, I have, I think, 3 different individual projects running to make money online. One is an actual app that I'm using with real estate, and at the moment, it's actually, I'm considering kind of pushing it further now because of what's happening with it. And you pretty much have the opportunity now, because the next stage of these will eventually be you learn more about how to automate things, how you can kind of do this without having to spend a massive amount of time on it, and then document and showcasing it and teaching other people how to do it. And again, it's a brilliant way to do it. So look, again, if you're interested in joining, make sure you join the community. The community has everything you need in it, and pretty much I will be keeping, well, we'll be keep adding to this as we progress. So look, thanks very much.